We're so back, ladies and gentlemen. And if you've got no idea what I'm referring to the crypto markets, baby. Because today, it seems that all the negative news, all the negative price action from yesterday has been negated, and we're actually on top. And what I mean with on top is, yesterday, I think we started at $95,000 per Bitcoin, went to below 90,000 on a very small occasion, on a very small part of the day. I didn't even see it. I saw it go to 90.1 or something like that. I didn't see it go below 90. But regardless, right now we're back to, let me quickly go ahead and show you, over 96,000 doubloons, all right? $96.3 thousand is where we're at right now, with a lot of the coins going right back up. Ethereum 3,200, XRP $2.57, Dogecoin up 8% or so. A lot of these coins are recovering nicely from the dip, and I guess real quality assets like 𝗕𝗏𝗀𝗏 are also doing amazing. But actually, I think a lot of you guys might want to see the trades from yesterday. I made an update yesterday explaining what I bought. We're actually down a little bit, but just now when I opened it up, when I took a look at it, it was that was a pretty nice dip buy for for virtuals, huh? That was the last dip I quickly bought when prices started going down even more. Anyway, we started loading up on virtuals at 269, but it was slightly higher, 270, and then I tried to buy the dip a little bit more, but I guess perhaps I started buying at 270 some or so. I didn't buy the dip that much, only a few $1,000s, and the entire position is only $30,000 as well. So we're not making too much profit here, but still a 40% move or so in terms of profit here. If I had committed slightly more at the lower parts, we could have gotten a lot more profit here as well. But regardless, Bitcoin also right now in about $2,000 worth of profit, which was again at a loss. We keep buying the dip, but we for some reason I just don't sell the top here. We should have sold at 102,000 per Bitcoin. Which we might do in the near future. But that's because I kind of feel as if the real breakout is soon to happen. So I guess I'm just adding to my position when prices are low. Kind of hoping for it to be the moment that the breakout happens, but every single time it kind of gets faked out. Regardless, for XRP, I really didn't buy on Bluefin anymore. Of course, I did buy because I always buy XRP every single day. But I guess not on this account. And right now, it's still doing pretty well as we've basically tripled our money here, going from about $7,000 or so to 15K. And again, this has just been pretty freaking easy. Now, guys, before I move on, if you're also looking for a platform to trade on, check out the link down below to Bluefin, as that's the platform I'm trading on right here, right now. And you can right now win yourself 2 iPhone 16s. 2 people will win one. Just that have used the link down below to sign up and that are trading. You have to have traded a little bit, otherwise you can't get it. But that's to make sure that not everybody is eligible. That just makes spam accounts, if you know what I mean. You know, you have to have traded a little bit. You can see the decisions on the bottom left. You'll get the money. So if you don't buy an iPhone with that, hey, you do whatever you want. But right now, as it stands, what we've talked about for a long time is showcasing itself. First of all, that the AI and AI agent sector keeps popping out on top. Yes, it's just one of the most volatile areas, so many times when it goes down, it also goes down the worst. But again, 𝗕𝗏𝗀𝗏, A16Z, virtuals, AIs, all being at the top right here just shows what we've talked about for a while, that it's just the hottest narrative at the moment, and it also does make a whole lot of sense. Now, on the opposite side, a couple of coins are going down, but really not, right? Mostly it's just up and up and up today because we saw such a massive dip last night. But I keep saying, and I made a video on this last night with the whole Trump situation, where we covered all the announcements. But I'll say it again, right? I'll right now say it again. Who would sell crypto right now if all this is coming up for cryptocurrency soon? What am I talking about? A crypto ball. Trump's day one crypto order could be a freaking crypto ball with all these tech leaders. President Trump expected to issue executive orders related to crypto policies on his first day in office. Right? Donald Trump inauguration will feature tech leaders in a crypto ball. President-elect Trump expected to repeal crypto accounting policy, requiring banks holding digital assets to count them as liabilities, WAPA reports. You can just kind of scroll through here and see whatever has been going on with Trump. I don't understand who would ever sell before all this happens. Let's quickly see. JP Morgan, who, by the way, the CEO Jamie Dimon yesterday called Bitcoin a Ponzi scheme. They predict, however, Solana and XRP ETFs could attract $3 to $8 billion in new investments if approved, with the SEC decisions expected by late January. All right. So we could potentially even get ourselves an XRP or Solana ETF by the end of the month. That could be pretty huge, but we'll talk about that more a bit later. There's another announcement right here. Let's quickly go ahead and take a little bit of a look. Apparently, Telegram's TON blockchain to expand to the US. So they're moving away. TON names Manuel Stotz as president, aiming to expand in a pro-crypto US under Trump. What we've stated for a while, right? It's happening right in front of our eyes right now that they're moving over to the US because Trump plans to embrace cryptocurrencies. So companies like Ripple, etc., instead of being hated, instead of being driven out, and companies like Coinbase, Kraken, you name it, they're all going to be embraced, getting crazy amounts of benefits. And for the most part, I think this is just a whole new wave, a whole new motion, a whole new revolution that's starting with Trump being the beginning point, not the selling point as in a buy the rumor, sell the news, but the beginning of a whole new league of craziness in the crypto market. I don't understand why anybody would consider selling before Trump gets in. The only thing I accept is if people say, you know what, I am selling because the profit I've made here is so ridiculous that I just want to lock it in and be done with it. If that's the case, my friend, good on you. I'm happy for you. I really am. But if you're thinking, you know what, I just want to play it safe because maybe Trump, what are you talking about, friend? Can't you understand what I'm just saying right now? Doesn't it make too much sense for the whole new wave to start here rather than end? A freaking U.S. president says we want to make one of the most powerful countries in the world the crypto basis. We want to make sure it has a reserve for crypto, yada 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 do. And you're thinking of selling off all your coins because people might sell on the announcement? Oh man, I get chills down my spine just now, just saying that out loud. Anyway, before I get the stress attack of sorts, just know that I'm right now really excited. And even though I do understand, because I'm not a lunatic, that the price could go down in the short term, I'm just stacking up the dips, as you can see. And even right now, we could just sell everything and have some juicy profits, all right? We only used, I think, let's quickly see here. We only used less than $15,000, or let's just say $15,000 to buy all this. And right now we are in roughly $19,000 worth of profit. I can see over on the right here. Obviously on Bybit, I think we're in a significant more amount of profit, but we also use significantly, wait a minute, I don't even know if we did. But I don't have Bybit open right now, so let's skip it. But if you're wondering, the strategy did not change. Any dip I buy. With XRP, I've said it for a while. I sometimes get text messages from people saying, Dusty, I've been doing it wrong. I've been losing on XRP. And I look at the chart and think, how in the world do you get that done? Right? The only way I can think of is people are over leveraged because, again, there are sometimes moves from 250 to, for example, 220. Right? That's a 30-cent move of 15-ish, let's say, 15% move down. If you're over leveraged, this can wreck you. But that's why you play things carefully. Or where, again, if you had, for example, bought the Pico bottom, or at least you DC'd your way down, this move upwards could have generated you so much money if you're over leveraged like that you only need one move to basically, on that move, make it all back, right? And the same thing here. Let's say you got wrecked on the way down because it went down 11% or so, right? Even though, for the most part, let's just say it went down 9% because you probably didn't buy the Pico top and probably, whatever. I want to say you probably would have gotten wrecked before this little wave. But if you did get wrecked on the wave, for the most part, what a lot of people do is they reverse it. So they go ahead and try to buy it instead of selling it, so to speak. And that could have, again, been about a 19% move. If you gotten wrecked, if it was on your whole balance, then you've been playing the game completely wrong. I don't even want to talk to you then. I do, of course. I'm just joking. But yeah, the moves towards the upside have been way more explosive than the downside. There have been a couple of wicks, for example, this one right here. But if you get wrecked, completely wrecked on a 5% move down in 4 hours, yeah, then I'm hoping you at least also got to catch yourself a couple of these bits towards the upside because, I mean, XRP has been moving pretty aggressively towards the upside, and it's mostly been an upwards chart. So if this, again, is where you got wrecked on an uptrend, at least for the last 2 weeks has been mostly really up, adapt, all right? I would say just learn from your mistakes and adapt because this has been too easy to trade. Again, we've drawn the pattern in before. As it currently stands, this is still what I'm expecting to happen, just mostly up from here. Break out above $3 over the short term. That's why I'm not selling right here. We're keeping it open because I think it's way too little in terms of profit, but I kind of wanted to go below $2 as well because I'm trying to open a $1 to $2 million position right here just for fun because I think it should be a solid bag. Worst case, I just transferred over into spot if the price starts going down hard. And what I mean with that is right now we only have $100,000 of torso positions open, or 140, 150, whatever. No, it's a little bit more than that. Let's just say that it's about $175,000 worth of positions. If the price comes crumbling down all of a sudden like crazy, theoretically speaking, you can see right here, it has no liquidation for me because I have enough money on the account to just put it all into spot, all right? I only need $200,000 to make sure this can officially never get wrecked, even at 0.001 per whatever, because I have enough money to cover everything. But even if I didn't, all I needed was a portion of the money. For example, on this, right? If I had $20,000, there's a very big dip that I could handle on a 80K position. Similarly with all the other ones, if I just have a good portion of the money, I can handle a significant downturn. And so relatively, if I also open a bigger position, in the absolute worst case, I, for example, sell it off and buy at a spot. For example, if I open a $2 million XRP position and it starts going south, because I'm comfortable with holding it for the next few years anyway. And that's kind of what I've done it before with another position, but we'll talk about that in another video. For right now, it's just a matter of, hey, I'm really comfortable with holding these assets. I think I have way too little in these positions right now over on Bluefin. It should have been at least 10 times as big, would have been way more fun. But ultimately, I think it is quite juicy, mostly because we've been putting all these trades in together, and it's working out beautifully. Bitcoin, virtual, XRP, all nice bids. We caught a couple of good ones. On virtual, I wish I just bought the dip a little bit more religiously when it moved to $2.20. As you can see, these little green lines are where I bought, but I mostly bought at the top end. For some reason, guess I just didn't buy more when it came down low. Could have been juicy though on the profit or on the upside right now. But anyway, it's been pretty cool. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the profits right now. And I think for the most part, up and up and up is where we go. Yeah, that's about it.